Yo, what's up guys? We're going to be covering the winter patch notes that just released for Street Fighter 6. Today we're going to be going over M.Bison. And after reading the Akuma notes, I know no character is safe. Bison has been an absolute terror. Not only is he one of the most powerful characters in the game, he's also one of the easiest. And I have high expectations for Capcom going a little hard on him. The second this character was released, we instantly thought he was overtuned. And every pro player has a pocket Bison, so I'm excited to read these notes. And afterwards, I'll give my thoughts on it and maybe some possible wishlist stuff. So let's check it out. So M.Bison, adjustment summary. We've tuned down M.Bison's ability to do high damage combos and to chip away at the opponent's drive gauge. His overall game plan hasn't changed greatly, but we look to adjust him so that he doesn't use his high-powered offense to bully his way in. Overdrive, OD knee press, OD Psycho Crusher. We've revamped the damage and scaling of these, whether or not a Psycho Mine is embedded to put a cap on his high combo damage. Nice. Additionally, taking into account that Bison can continue with his offense when Psycho Crusher is blocked while Psycho Mine is embedded, we reduce the amount of drive gauge the opponent loses. Nice. Evil Knee, his back heavy kick command normal. We reduce the amount of drive gauge the opponent loses when they block his attack. This attack allows Bison to move forward while keeping him in an advantage, giving Bison players a lot of chances to use it. Yeah, I'll bet, dude. He was spamming this thing. When blocked, it took a lot of drive away from the opponent, and when it hit, they took a lot of damage. This interaction gave Bison too much of an advantage, so we decided to adjust the real in the drive gauge advantages. Bison's Shadow Rise, this is Head Stomp, and Devil's Reverse. This technique's ability to change its attack timing and trajectory made it difficult to deal with, and even if the opponent tried to hit Bison out of the air, there were just too many situations where Bison could just avoid the attack and counter. To counter this, we've expanded the overall hurt box on this technique and shrunk the attack hitbox. Yes! So it loses more often to the opponent's aerial or ground attacks. Guys, you can actually anti-air this thing, finally. Dude, the chat would always ask me, Vesper, what do I do about Head Stomp? How do I stop it? I'll be like, just guess, bro. Additionally, when a Psycho Mine is embedded, and Bison performs Devil's Reverse, it is more difficult to keep on the offensive compared to the non-mine version. So we adjusted his recovery so that after landing, he doesn't have to lose out on a chance for offensive push, even if he has to dash in for it. Okay, so this is a slight buff after the Devil's Reverse. Bison players usually don't do this too often. Alright, first thing, universal adjustment. I like how they say universal when it's only like certain characters, but okay, universal adjustment. Bison's Rich Girl Sweep. Crouching Heavy Kick is now -12 from -11. So Bison's sweep goes quite far compared to most sweeps. Now making it -12 will make it more punishable, but I don't think every character can punish. Let's try Cammy's sweep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, wait, hold on a second. Never mind. Whoa, even on the tippity tip? Hey, whoa, okay. All right, you can now punish Bison's sweep. Damn. Okay, keep that in mind, Bison players. Wow. Next change, jumping light kick. Updated cross-up attack hitbox and extended it backwards to match the hitbox length of jumping medium kick. Okay, so they just what? They just buffed this thing? Did Bison even use this as a cross-up, man? Just making it the same, more consistent. Most Bison players would use jumping medium kick, but light kick, okay. It had a very poor hitbox. I thought that was intentional, but I guess not. Jumping in with a light can throw off your opponent's timing. You can go for a quicker throw, for example, instead of something beefier like his jumping medium kick. All right, Bison players, you can use jumping light kick more. It will hit better. Alright, Bison's back heavy kick, Evil Knee. Change drive gauge reduction on block from 5,000 to 3,000. Wow, they almost cut it in half. It almost cut that. Dude, was that 5,000 before? Jeez. All right, so let's drive gauge chip. You can see on the top right of the screen. Yeah, he has to do three, and he hasn't even drained a meter. So now you guys could be more comfortable blocking this thing until you finally guess your turn. He's still +1. He's still in throw range on this thing, but this is big. This thing was so crazy, man. It was so nuts. 10,000 for one dry gauge. Thanks, Mir. All right, that's a good nerf. Nerfs his pressure. His Psycho Crusher, normal Psycho Crusher. Change drive gauge increase on the medium version from 25 to 3,500. Change drive gauge increase on the heavy version from 3,000 to 5,000. So they're giving him more drive meter for comboing to his Psycho Crusher more. Okay. His heavy Psycho Crusher and stuff, you don't really see Bison players using it too much, except for, you know, when you're going to this from his drive rush. Just give him a little bit more increase. Or, you know, specific things like when the mine is on you and he happens to hit you with the OD Crusher. You go into the heavy Psycho Crusher and then level 3. Okay. Little cookie crumb. OD Crusher. Change the damage when Psycho Mine is embedded from 2,000 to 1,600. Change the drive gauge reduction on block. They cut it in half from 10,000 to 5,000. I think OD Psycho Crusher is the best special move in the entire game. It's safe. It's super fast. It goes through projectiles. It's super cancelable. It's just like the most cracked move ever. So Bison players were just using this willy-nilly. And you can see the drive chip now. It's half a bar. So they're toning it down a little bit. The big thing is when you have the Psycho Mine on you. Bison players would put the mine on you and they would just randomly throw this out hoping you would get a hit. So I'm gonna take a look at the damage difference here. It's still incredibly high, but it just goes to show you how high it was before. So they just reduced the damaggio just a little bit. Yeah, like this damage is still incredible, but it goes to show you how overtuned it was before. Okay. OD knee press. Change combo scaling from 10 to 20%. Damn, dude, the season 1 treatment. That's like Capcom's favorite number. The kiss of death. The minus 20% scaling. They love adding this to top tier characters. So he gets automatic scaling now. This is one of Bison's core moves that he combos into. Doing stuff like this. The damage still looks pretty high, and once again, it just goes to show you. Oh, that one you can really notice. When I go into the heavy mine. Yeah, now it's normalized, if you will. Okay. It's pretty big. It's the new Crouching Mean Punch Luke? Yeah, exactly. It's the season 1. Okay, and then you combine that with when you land the mine and then the OD Crusher afterwards. Okay, cool. Alright, Bison's Head Stomp, Shadow Rise. Added a hurt box around the feet during the jump. This new hurt box is invincible to projectiles. What the heck? Okay. That's a little weird. I thought it was during the startup. If you're trying to like advance forward with it, I guess. Okay. Devil's Reverse. Fix an issue where the embedded Psycho Mine would not detonate when the attack hits or is blocked at its lowest possible altitude. Alright, that was like double Psycho Mine setups from this. They took that out. Adjustment. Reduce the downwards attack hitbox from the 9th frame the technique until Bison lands. The hurtbox around the body is expanded sideways. During the attack's active frames, the hurtbox around the arms is expanded downwards. When the Psycho Mine is embedded. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so basically, this means that Bison's Devil's Reverse is easier to anti-air. You should be able to uppercut this way easier or use your anti-airs on this. Bison players would like rear this thing so it like only the hand would hit you and it would be like so tough to anti-air, or you would straight up just get stuffed. So that's really nice. The other thing is the Cycle Mine follow-up after. Most Bison players didn't do this because when you land the Cycle Mine, you just drive rush in like a maniac, right? And you start spamming overhead and all that. So... Oh, sorry. Oh, he's not blocking. Okay, I'm going to adjust this manually. So yeah, I'm plus 23. Yeah, so Bison gets a dash after this. He gets a free dash. I was plus there, I just mistimed it. There we go, plus 4. Basically, just want Bison to go in the air a little bit more after landing the Cycle Mine. Instead of drive rushing at you non-stop. Okay. And of course, when this thing hits, like once again, you don't see this too often. But I believe Bison does get a combo from this. Yeah, you can go into his level 3. Does he get a dry rush combo from this? I think maybe dry rush light kick. Go OD Crusher? Oh yeah, OD Crusher, yeah. Level 1. Okay, cool. Alright, damn, man. Yeah, they went after Bison, guys. They went after Bison. I would say, I'm not sure, but I would say they might have went after Akuma a little harder than Bison, but it's tough to say right now because I feel like certain things are still intact. They're just toning him down a little bit. I think he's still the same character. He's just not egregiously stealing rounds with his massive damage output. His sweep now being punishable is a good step in the right direction because it goes so damn far, and he has so much ground. He owns the ground anyways. Jumping light kick, nobody uses this. Back heavy kick is good, but it's still a +1 button that just does not have any pushback. You could do this forever. And if the opponent is forced to guess, it just gives the opponent more time. OD Cycle Crusher is probably still the best special move in the game. They just made it so that you're not deleted from one hit from this thing, but it still takes off like half your health. Scaling on the OD knee press. So they're basically going after Bison a little bit here, just to see if he's still terrorizing people and everyone just has like a side Bison. I think the big issue with Bison, though, guys, is that he kind of breaks the rules on Capcom's quote-unquote philosophy of characters that are easier to play shouldn't be the strongest characters. But Bison is the exception to that rule. He is one of the strongest characters, and he's very easy to play, so much so that almost every pro player has him as a side character. So, yeah, I think Bison is still going to be used. I don't think this is going to affect his tournament usage just yet, but he's definitely on Capcom's radar. And yeah, now his rivalry will be just a little bit more. I still think that like OD Cycle Crusher needs to be taken a look at. Probably the pushback on this thing, like he still has a lot of pushback. I think he should be in throw range after this thing, and then in burnout more pushback, right? So he can't be +1 in your face and throw you. Yeah, the damage still looks very high. I feel like if the Cycle Mine was harder to hit, you know, it would justify the damage being so high, but it's not. Like, a lot of characters have to give up Oki to land their stocks, like Jamie, landing a Rekka, and then he does a drink. He has to choose between a drink or going in. A lot of characters are like this with stocks, but Bison doesn't. He actually combos into the mine, and he gets everything. He gets Oki, and he has the mine on you, and he's super scary. So, yeah, I still think Bison is very good. So let me know in the comments below, guys, what your thoughts on these changes for Bison. Are you guys still concerned about him being too strong, or you guys think Capcom is just doing a good job not going too far and basically erasing the character so no one uses him again? And we'll continue to break down more characters. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching.